And finally tonight, you know, the best part of this business is that sometimes you get to meet people that are not only interesting but inspiring. I had the privilege to meet just such an individual today. His name is Elbert Jamison. Elbert Jamison is an artist, but he's also a philosopher with stories as colorful as his works created here in his studio that also serves as Mrs. Jamison's washroom. He was born in 1908 in the Gainesville community, the son of a Union Pacific Railroad foreman. He recalls even as a child he was always interested in art.
I got in more trouble at school for drawing pictures when I was supposed to be studying than you can imagine. I visited a friend of mine whom I hadn't seen since we graduated from the 8th grade in 1923, I believe it was. And I hadn't seen him since, but I found out where he lived and went to see him. And you know what? He remembered me as the kid that was always in trouble for drawing pictures when I was supposed to be studying.
Well, that kid never forgot his art, although the business of working and raising a family demanded most of his time. But his children knew Dad had a lot of talent, only too little time to put it to use. So in 1972, when he retired, his son bought him his first paint set.
But he said, Daddy, I know that you can draw anything that you want to, and now then you're going to have time to do it.
And Elbert has made good use of that time, painting almost every day. But it wasn't until a few years ago that he was coaxed into entering one of his watercolors in an art show.
And you know, I won third prize on that, and you could have knocked me over with a feather.
Well, since then, Elbert Jamison has entered many art shows, winning Best of Show at this year's Greene County Fair. But he says he doesn't paint to win awards, but something more important.
A sense of accomplishment. It's something that I have really always wanted to do and just didn't think I could do until I was convinced that if you get in there, you can do it. So it gives me quite a bit of pleasure for someone to comment that is really beautiful. I don't see how you get that detail in there. I'm a realist. I paint things like they are. A little longer.
And he tells it like it is, too. For example, his philosophy on being old.
Brush. You know, you get your hand caught in the car door, you fall off the back step, you slip down in the bathtub. It's tough. Yes, sir. Old age is not for sissies.
And at 83, Elbert Jamison is certainly no sissy. But what keeps him going with such a zest for life and his art?
Well, for one thing, I'm way behind with my painting. And so I've got to stay around long enough to finish up some of them anyway.
What a great man.
What a delightful man.
I learned a lot from talking.
I didn't want to leave.